Hey you guys, it's Carly from The Mom's You. Today I'm going to show you my go-to list on how to pick up your house quickly and how to keep it clean. Here we go. So first and foremost, we have to all understand that everybody's house gets very messy. Yes, even my house, even though I'm a freak about keeping it clean. My first recommendation is a robot vacuum and detain your child with treats so that you can have your hands free. I'm kidding. I don't know if I love our vacuum yet, but I'll let you know. So as you can see, we have a lot to cover. Okay, step one, you have to have a really attractive cleaning outfit on, preferably in all shades of gray, and your hair must look as ghetto as mine. And then you begin. So if you're like my family, over the weekends, we kind of just live in our house. We like to be homebodies, and people love to leave things out for me to put away on Monday. So what I've decided is, instead of running every individual item back to its place, I've found that it is more simple and time efficient to make piles of where things need to go. So for example, there's my shoes. I've put it in the Carlie pile. Next, I'll put Cooper's hats and shoes and toys and papers and gadgets in his pile, and so on and so forth. That way, you're not running around your house all day. You just can take one trip with that pile and put it where it needs to go. Next, find a way to organize the things that get taken out a lot, such as books, magazines, blankets, or baby toys. I found this cute basket at TJ Maxx, and it's a stylish way to conceal Elliot's toys in our living room. Okay, next, I always clean off my countertops in my kitchen. That way I have a working space to unload my dishwasher or clean out the dishes in my sink. So anything that's laying on my countertops, I put away very first. Then next, you've got to find a good podcast to listen to and light a candle. There's something about a burning candle in my house. Makes it smell good, makes it feel cozy, and I feel safe with it being on my countertop, so Elliot can't get to it. Also, did I mention I'm finding a podcast? If you guys have any good recommendations, I love to listen to podcasts while I clean. After I've cleared off my countertops, I then unload my dishes and clean out the sink. I feel like once your dishes are put away and you have a clean sink, then it just freshens up your kitchen. You don't have any food smells lingering, and it just clears out a space where it's easy to see that there's a mess, if that makes sense. I'm a really big believer, if you have work that you're trying to get done or goals you're trying to accomplish, but in the back of your mind you know that you need to do some laundry and dishes, I think that sometimes it's hard to focus on what you need to do and want to do because there's things that you have to do. So every Monday I have this ritual of how I clean my house, and then I just encourage my family to help me keep it clean throughout the week. That way I can focus on more important things and not cleaning my house every single day. What works for me won't work for you, but I've just found that this is kind of my routine and my go-to. So we put the piles together, we put all the piles away, we then cleared off the countertops, unloaded the dishes. Now I'm cleaning any dishes that are in the sink, and I'm going to load my dishwasher and start it. And that way we have a clean sink to work from. Okay, I'm a huge freak about my sink. I love to have a clean sink, and I think that it just keeps the space, like I said, open and clean, and also nobody wants a dirty sink. So I always use Meyer soap, and I scrub it out and make sure that any leftover food or, you know, just who knows what could be living in our sinks is cleaned out, and that way it helps the house stay smelling good. Okay, if that's not pretty to you, then I don't know what is, but in my eyes, that's like heaven. Okay, so the last steps that I have in the kitchen are just spraying down the countertops and really wiping them down. I also use the Myers spray. I just like it's safe on our house, and I just love the different smells. I'm still currently using the Christmas line from December because I bought the orange clove, the pine scent, and the peppermint. So today I went with peppermint. And like I said, I just wipe down my counters, spray them down really well, make sure there's no crusted food or crumbs, move things as I go just to make sure everything is really wiped down, fresh, and smelling good. Okay, the next thing that I try to do is do a load of laundry. I feel like no matter how on top of it I am, I always have laundry. So one thing about keeping your house tidy is just learning how to be a great multitasker. So while you're doing these other jobs, try to do a load or two of laundry between, and it will help you to stay on top of it throughout the week. So as I cleaned the kitchen and did the laundry, I probably found more things that needed to be put into the piles. So I'll turn back to the piles that I started and organized and kind of just make sure everything is separated correctly and then start putting things where they need to go. And that way you just have to work pile by pile and it's not a lot of extra running around and extra work. Then I start picking up the loose odds and ends that don't belong to a specific pile and putting them in there. Because we have dogs and I have blonde hair, I swear it's inevitable that we shed and hair gets over everywhere. So I use this big giant lint roller once a week just to kind of take all the fuzzies and the hair off the couch. And then I go through with a wet rag and Febreze and just sponge out any little spots we have on the couch, freshen up the pillows, and give the couch an overall refresh with some Febreze and a little spot clean with a wash rag. Lastly, I put any last little things away that are still out of place, and then I do the floors. I wipe any countertops down or tables, and then I go through with my vacuum and just really make sure everything's picked up. Yes, we had a nap and a shower change and outfit change between. Don't worry, Elliot has not been sitting in his high chair this entire time. But usually floors I will save for the very last. That way as you're wiping things down and running around, any last little crumb or dirt that falls on the floor will be picked up at the very end. I wish I could say it's that easy. Some days it feels easy and some days it feels really hard. But now I feel like my house is completely clean and I can handle the rest of the week. Now I just get to enjoy it and let Mr. Robot Vacuum keep doing his thing. I hope this helped you guys in some way. If you have any tips that you want to leave or share with us, please feel free to leave them down in the comments below. I think that we could all use a little love and support when it comes to keeping our houses clean and staying on top of the many tasks that we all have. I hope you guys have a wonderful week, and thank you so much for watching. And like I said, I hope this video helps you or inspires you like it's inspiring me right now to get up, get my house clean, and get going. Have a good week, you guys. Thanks for watching.